when he was in hell, and he could see across that gulf, he could see, he could feel, okay? And he was begging for someone to go warn his family. He was asking if he could go back. He was just wanting someone to warn his family about the lie that Satan had told him. Well, guys, you are with people every single day. Do you think if you're a teacher that maybe there's a student that's lost someone in their family and they're in hell begging you as a teacher to tell that kid about Christ? Do you think maybe if you're an accountant, that you're sitting next door to someone and maybe that girl lost someone, maybe a father. Yesterday I worked with 2 kids. The 14-year-old had lost his dad 6 months ago, and the 13-year-old or the 16-year-old who was 13 3 years ago, he had lost his mother. Are they in hell right now saying, Jeff, you're standing right next to him. Would you tell my kids about Jesus? Because I don't want them to be in hell. Communication. What good is knowing something that you can't explain? Thank you. Apologize. Communication. What good is something if you can't explain it? I ask you guys this. I said this to the youth when they were in Florida. Hey guys, I professed to be a Christian for a long time. If you would have pulled me aside and said, hey Jeff, why do you believe what you do? I probably wouldn't have been able to give you an answer. I didn't really know. I lacked that knowledge. I lacked the dedication, the motivation, the instruction. I lacked everything that it took to be the proper Christian because that wasn't my focus. My focus was me. I don't know what your focus is. I'm going to leave you with this. Some of you guys are going to say, Jeff, hey, I'm not gifted. I can't talk to crowds. I can't stand in front of carryouts. Okay. Can you sit behind a computer? Can you send an email to the people that you love? Can you blog? Can you do an old-fashioned letter and say, man, I've known you for years and I just want to share with you what God's doing in my life and how it's so important that you should know the Lord that I serve. Maybe it's a phone call like I did with my best friend. I'll tell you, don't let the devil play those tricks where you think they don't want to hear it. You'll be blown away when they lift their head and say, thank you for sharing that. Thank you. By the way, that hockey player, as we got off that plane last night, said, hey, Jeff, can I give you my cell number? I'd like to know more about your ministry. Here's my number. And I'd like to visit your thrift store that you have and know a little more about you guys. Pretty cool. And then he said to me, hey, Jeff, you said you pick up furniture and clothes on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. And I had mentioned that we'd like to get a trailer or a truck or something instead of using our minivan. He says, listen, I work as a manager at Enterprise Rent-A-Car. You ever need a vehicle, I'll get one free for you for a cargo van. Pretty cool. So I said to him the next breath, I didn't want to waste that opportunity. I said, I'd love that opportunity. I said, hey, listen, those 26 best friends you have in the NHL, any way that we can hook up with them and put them in the ministry somehow, get them plugged in? He goes, I'll be more than happy to do what I can. So you never know what God's got in store for you. So do yourself a favor. Be an expert for Christ. Be a pro. Dig in the Word daily. Pray. And I promise you, He'll blow you away. Thank you guys so much for letting me share.
Thanks, Jeff. That was great.